guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. Here I have my newest favourite addition to my setup. I'm not sure if you can see it in the frame, but this is the Logitech G29. This is an entry-level sim racing contraption with sim wheel, pedals, shift lever sold separately, and boy is it addicting. Like, oh my god. I had one for a little bit, borrowed from a friend. Someone else in the good old family broke it, so couldn't use it anymore. Sorry, Dan. I think he's fixed it by now. But I brought one for myself because it was on sale, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually start playing a bit more, spend a bit more downtime simming and racing and doing all that kind of thing. Right, let's get into it. Okay, so now that I've shown you what's actually inside the box of this amazing contraption, let's talk about how to set it up. The wheel comes with a couple of connectors. I say a couple, I think it's 4. It's not 4. Yes, it is. Is it 4? Yes, I think so. Get one USB, one connector for the pedals, one connector for the shift lever, and a power cable. So when you've got it all set up nicely on the desk, somewhat care managed, it does look quite nicely, where 9 times out of 10, when I connect it, I pull all the USBs from the front and just chuck it onto my desk so I can sim race for about 5 minutes until I get bored and I put it away. But anyway, yeah, connection's really easy. Just uses one USB throughout the whole device, which I think is really handy. Got a nice little power brick, so you run a power lead out of it into your plug socket, and you're good to go really. Now, I already had the Logitech G Hub installed for my Logitech G Pro headset, and also for my C920 webcam. But if you haven't already, you have to install the G Hub, because this is where you can change your force feedback, your buttons, test out, make sure it's working, test and change the linearity. I think that's the thing. And for some reason, my computer will not recognize this sim until I've opened it once on my PC. Not sure why that is. Could be a PC problem, could be a USB problem. Because for some reason, I do get a lot of random USB problems on this computer. Anyway, super simple to set up, super intuitive. It just is Logitech. They're really good at making things. And this is entry level, so you might not know anything about sim racing before anyway. So the main game that I jumped on, well, first of all, I'll tell you a little story time with Jamie. The first thing I jumped onto was Forza Horizon 5, because that was the game I was playing that day when I brought this. And I was playing it and I was like, you know, I fancy a bit more realism, I fancy a bit more stability, a bit more control. So I hopped into and re-downloaded Assetto Corsa, picked some sick cars like the 340i G Series, the X5M, the 335 twin turbo spec. Oh god, there are some amazing cars since Assetto Corsa has blown up. But the main thing you do when you jump in is you plug in USB just how you would. You load up your Logitech G software, make sure it's up to date, and you go into Assetto Corsa and you go on the configuration wizard. Now this bad boy will do everything for you except press the buttons, but it will tell you to accelerate, decelerate, press the clutch, spin the wheel, change the paddles, change the manual gear stick. You press OK, and just like that, you're sorted, you're set up. You might need to tweak a few things, but you're good to go. Boy, can you start drifting. This thing is so nice for drifting. I haven't done much drifting in real life cars, but oh my god, I feel like I'm bloody Adam LZ. Questionable. Yeah, it's fun. You can proper throw it into turns. The force feedback snaps it right back. You get a nice bit of control, a lot of different taser controller. And when you start drifting, you realise, oh my god, drifting with a controller is so easy. You think it's hard, but then you get good at it. And then you hop into a symbol, you're like, damn, it's actually really hard. So kind of basic buttons on this bad boy. I've got stuff set up like traction control is like the left 3 and R3. I've got turbo pressure set up as a plus and minus, traction control and camera set as the PlayStation emoji, looking back on the buttons and stuff. And trust me, when you're in Assetto Corsa and you know exactly what you're pressing, it's easy. Like, it's just fun, it's just easy. I have played a couple other games. I've played American Truck Simulator, which is really fun. It does get a bit boring after 100 miles of driving the same thing when you've got a lovely racing sim. maybe we'll leave that one back to the controller. Car X drifting, haven't played too much into that, because I didn't want to unlearn everything I've just learned on a Zeta Corsa. So I'm not quite sure what to adjust to get it to the exact same setting. Not quite that intuitive yet. But yeah, which is a sick thing really. I mean, you don't know exactly how it feels until you try one. It's a lot different to how you think it would be. It is like driving a car. I mean, that helps. If you know how to drive a car, we'll have a breeze of this. If you don't know how to drive a car, then maybe this is your time to learn. Favorite things about this is the shift knob on the actual shift lever, which is all separately, is just nice and easy to shift. Doesn't feel as realistic as a normal shift knob because there is no feedback to when you're actually crunching gears and stuff. Paddle shift is really nice. The force feedback is nice to start out with. The introduction of buttons on the actual wheel is really nice because you can adjust turbo pressure, brake pressure, ABS, traction control, and all that kind of jazz. And yeah, it's good. Super easy to use as well. Oh my god, it's easy to use. Anyone who has a brain and a hand could set this up, plug in USBs, download the software, and you're good to go. It is amazing. This is also an entry-level piece of kit. You're not going to be a professional sim drift racer in 2 days using this, let's be honest. It does have its faults. Sometimes it does feel a bit lightweight, but for 150 quid, how can you complain? Sometimes the little knobs that tighten down to the desk do come undone. What do? You tighten it back up. Oh well, what are we going to do about it? And the next step, probably from this kind of kit, would be up to like the Moser brand, Moser Racing, or Fanatec is the right one. But for starting out for 150 quid, you can be on your way of sim racing. As of course, it's like sometimes goes down to 15 quid in a Steam sale. Play other games. This is the PlayStation 1, so obviously playing games on PlayStation. The Xbox One comes with less buttons, I think, which is why I brought a PlayStation 1 and do have a PlayStation upstairs. So if they want to take it upstairs, I'll be good to go. Sim racing. Let's talk about sim racing for a second. The world of simulator racing. Sim racing is so underratedly fun. Oh my god. You can search any car on the Zeta Corsa world of downloadable cars. And boy, if you have a dream car, it's probably on there. It's probably a really well-made version of it. And boy, does it sound good. I mean, my dream car is a BMW M4. Lovely car. First thing there was down an M4, apart from the Zeta Corsa one, which sounds like shit, let's be honest. And yeah, it was really good, really fun to drive. And I actually feel like I'm getting one step closer to my dream, using a sim racer for 150 quid. Not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was. Logitech, if you want to sponsor me. I know I don't have many subs, but boy, I can make some cool videos. Anyway, yeah, it's just sick. I mean, watch any beginner sim drifter. I'm sure they would tell you great things about this simulator. And as you get the hardcore sweats, which started out straight on the Fanatec and Moser Racing stuff. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling so you can start doing your research and start watching YouTube videos and eventually buy this thing. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video and you are new around here, then make sure to click that subscribe button, leave a like, turn the notification bell on so every time I do upload you can get notified. And yeah, buy this piece of kit. Or let me know what you think if you have one. If you have any questions, let me down below in the comment section below. I'm rambling now because I'm tripping over my words. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one and play around a matro sound.